Hatha day, welcome to another episode of What's Cooking. My name is Laura Peter and this is my sister Hannah. Just kidding, it's my daughter. Today Hannah and I will be making bibimbap. Bibimbap is a traditional Korean dish made up of rice, vegetables, beef, an egg, and hot pepper paste. This is actually my second time here on Guam. The first as a kid when my dad served in the Air Force, and now the second with my husband who is on the USS Frank Cable. So let's get cooking. The ingredients that you'll need for bibimbap are a cup of cooked rice, shiitake mushrooms. You can buy them dried and just put them in a bowl of water for about 8 hours. Some gosari, which is a fern, salt, garlic, grated carrots, sugar, thin sliced beef, or you can also use ground beef, an egg, spinach, bean sprouts, hot pepper paste, sesame seeds, sesame oil, rice vinegar, and soy sauce. The first step to making bibimbap is making the sauce. You want to make the sauce ahead of time so that when your ingredients are finished, you're ready to mix it all in. And I'm going to let my daughter Hannah show you how to do that.
In order to make the bibimbap sauce, you're going to need 4 tablespoons of hot pepper paste.
And then you'll need 2 cloves of garlic,
2 tablespoons of rice vinegar, 2 teaspoons of sesame oil, 2 teaspoons of sesame seeds. And then you're going to need to mix it really well. And once you're done mixing, you're going to want to set it aside for when your bibimbap is ready to be mixed.
The next step to making bibimbap is you're going to want about 1 cup of bean sprouts. So about 1 cup of bean sprouts, rinsed really well. Boil these bean sprouts for about 5 minutes in salted water. While waiting for the bean sprouts to finish, you can go ahead and prepare your spinach. We'll rinse them and we'll boil them for about 1 to 2 minutes. Now that our spinach is done boiling and we've rinsed it with cold water, we're going to add a pinch of salt, pinch of garlic minced, a teaspoon of soy sauce, tad bit of sesame oil. And now we just mix it into our spinach. And then we add this to our rice. Okay, so now our bean sprouts are done boiling and I went ahead and I've drained them. So we're gonna add a pinch of salt, a little bit of garlic again, and a tiny bit of sesame oil. And now just mix. Once you're done mixing that, you're now gonna add this to the top of your rice.
And now we're going to heat up our gosari by adding just a little bit of oil.
Now that Hannah's fried the gosari for about 2 minutes, we're going to add it with the rest of our vegetables right on top. The next step of making bibimbap is your shiitake mushrooms. We're going to slice them thinly and we're going to saute them in a pan for about 3 minutes. It's still cooking, still sizzling. Now our mushrooms are done, so we are going to add that with the rest of our vegetables in a nice little pile. Carrots and beef, and we're done. Now that we're done sauteing our carrots, we're going to add that to the rest of our vegetables. The next step to making bibimbap is the beef. So we take our beef and we're going to cut them into even smaller strips. And then we're going to saute them. And just like we did with the last few ingredients, we're going to add this beef right on top of the rice. Our last step to bibimbap is cooking the egg. Traditionally, it's done sunny side up. And now that our last ingredient, the sunny side egg, is done, we're going to place that right on top. Now that all of our ingredients are finished, we're ready to add the sauce. With this sauce, you can add a tablespoon of sugar if you prefer it to be just a little bit sweet. It won't make it too sweet. And some people actually just add just hot pepper paste, but I prefer it this way. It makes it easier to mix and it has extra flavors in it. And depending on how spicy you want your bibimbap, You can add a little bit of sauce or you can add a lot. I like mine pretty spicy. And this is traditional Korean bibimbap. You'll end up mixing this all together. This is Hannah and I's favorite meal to eat together. I hope you enjoyed learning to make bibimbap. We'll see you for the next episode of What's Cooking?